Hi everyone. Today we will be discussing the National Education Policy or NEP and how SEL is integrated into it. Through India's NEP, SEL has been set as a priority for implementation in the classroom. But application varies based on states, schools, teachers. It is valuable to know how the government defines SEL so that you know how to approach it within your classroom setting. The NEP in India aims to define and restructure the regulation and governance of the Indian education system to address the developmental goals of the country. The NEP's general objective is to create an equitable and inclusive education system that can provide learning for all. Our classrooms and schools are impacted by policies, which is why it is important for us to know them and engage with these discussions. Over the years, India's national education policies have emphasized the importance of holistic and inclusive pedagogical and learning approaches. This emphasis has been reaffirmed by the most recent NEP in 2020, which includes a chapter on holistic education, and the 2022 National Curriculum Framework, which recognizes the child as a whole being. Some other particulars from 2020 NEP include a new curricular and pedagogical structure, which is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 years, which includes foundational, preparatory, middle, and secondary stages of education respectively. This builds on the earlier policies which proposed 10 plus 2 plus 3 years of structure in the education system. As students, most have had education in 10 plus 2 plus 3 format, which includes 10 years of schooling, 2 years of intermediate, plus 3 years of undergraduate. But children moving forward will be having a different structure as NEP proposes. NEP also focuses on ensuring quality early childhood care and education for all children between 3 to 6 years of age. It also continued its focus on the quality of education and teacher training. The NEP does not explicitly name social and emotional learning in its chapters, but underscores the importance of an education system which develops good human beings capable of rational thought and action, possessing compassion and empathy. If we read the NEP closely, we see several references to SEL. For example, the NEP lays particular emphasis on the development of the creative potential of each individual. It is based on the principle that education must develop not only cognitive capacities, but also social, ethical, and emotional capacities and dispositions. Second, within the early childhood care and education section, the policy states that the overall aim of ECCE must be to attain optimal outcomes in the domains of socio-emotional, ethical development along with other domains. Third, within the environment and culture section, the policy proposes that to help ensure that schools have positive learning environments, teachers are expected to focus on socio-emotional learning, a critical aspect of any child's holistic development. Fourth, the policy specifically discusses the need for a more holistic and multidisciplinary education that develops all capacities of human beings. In other words, the policy focuses on developing well-rounded individuals that possess critical 21st century capacities in all fields. Fifth, the policy notes that to have optimal learning environments and support for socio-economically disadvantaged students, universities and colleges will be required to set up high-quality support centers as well as counselors to ensure physical, psychological, and emotional well-being. The NEP states that every educational institution should have counseling systems for handling stress and emotional adjustments. Last, to achieve equity and inclusion, higher educational institutions are supposed to provide socio-emotional and academic support and mentoring to all students through suitable counseling and mentoring programs. There are different ways in which NEP is implemented in schools. One of the ways is through implementing the National Curriculum Framework or NCF. The NEP recommends the formulation of a new and comprehensive national curriculum framework to realize the vision of NEP. Thus, National Curriculum Framework or NCF is an implementation tool for the NEP 2020 meant to be used by curriculum and textbook developers, teachers, and assessors. The purpose of this National Curriculum Framework NCF is to help bring about changes in India's school curricula aligning with the principles of NEP. NCF is a blueprint for curriculum development across India, guiding schools from preschool to senior secondary level. It covers curriculum requirements for school subjects as well as cross-cutting themes like values, inclusion, counseling, technology, and environment. One innovative aspect of NCF 2023 is the broadening of its curriculum focus areas to include subjects like arts and music, sports, vocational education, school culture and processes, in addition to traditional subjects like language, maths, science, social sciences, and humanities. The latest NCF also focuses on school environment, practices, and culture, along with curriculum content and pedagogy. The formulation and development of the National Curriculum Framework NCF is undertaken by the National Council of Educational Research and Training NCERT, which will be based on the principles of NEP 2020. States will prepare their own curricula, which may be based on the NCF, prepared by the NCERT to the extent possible, and prepare textbooks incorporating the state flavor and material as needed. The State Curriculum Framework SCF is expected to be formulated and developed in alignment with the principles of NCF by the state body, State Council of Educational Research and Training SCERT. SCERT is expected to review school curriculum as a regular activity, ensuring the highest standards of rigor by this curriculum committee that is constituted with experts from different domains of knowledge. Looking at this list of school subjects